Accessing archive read. Decryption override in progress.
The flesh that remembers. I worked at a secret biological lab in Norway. I took the job because the pay was too good. They didn't even interview me in person. Just a video call, then a plane ticket. A small boat picked me up near Ålesund and brought me to the mouth of a hidden fjord, where the facility stood, gray, windowless, and surrounded by mountains that blocked all signals. They told me I'd be working night shifts. I'd be alone most of the time, monitoring data integrity. No interaction with test subjects. No contact with researchers. Just check logs and make sure the system doesn't crash. I should have asked more questions. The place was clinical, clean but old. The servers were humming constantly, and most doors were sealed with key cards I didn't have access to. My workspace was a dim room with 2 monitors and a blinking green terminal. Every few hours a file would appear. TCOG logmem B2_0x. The log files were all time-stamped, accompanied by brief biometric tags. Subject 3, neural retention, skin cluster X8, growth phase 7. I didn't understand it. It wasn't my job to. I was told, don't try to interpret the data, just ensure the system's healthy. It started on my 4th night. A log appeared, but when I opened it, instead of code or numbers, it showed a grid of recorded phrases, like memories transcribed into text. I remember the first line clearly. "Why is the floor wet again, Hannah?" Male voice, tone, irritated. The next line was from a child. "I didn't spill anything, Papa." I froze. Was this audio from someone's life? Each line had timestamps and neural signals attached. It wasn't a recording. It was someone's recollection. Somehow, this tissue, whatever it was, it remembered. I called the senior technician on duty. He answered groggily. "What log?" "B200X. It has. It's like it's thinking." "Do not read the logs. Delete it. Run checksum and restart the capture sequence." "Is this from a person?" Silence. "Just do your job." I did as told, but over the next few nights, more logs came in, each more detailed. I couldn't help myself. I started reading them. At first, they were mundane. My hands smell like metal again. I don't want to go back to the lake. But then it got darker. He didn't drown. He went into the water and never came back up. And then, it was under my skin. It's still there. I started to notice something strange in the timestamps. The logs were aligning with my own shift hours. Every entry after midnight referenced locations I had walked past. Words like server hall, cold room, observation deck, and one entry, logged at 2:07 a.m., read, "He's reading this now." That was when I started seeing the growth tanks. On a nightly walk to the break room, I passed a window and a door that wasn't there before. Inside, a vertical glass chamber with red lighting. Something floated inside it, like a fetus, but larger. And it wasn't human. No limbs, just muscle, like sculpted flesh without a face. Tubes ran through it, electrodes attached to what might have been nerves. It moved. Not much, just a twitch. But it responded when I walked by, like it knew I was watching. Later that night, I checked the new log. There was only one line. He smells like snow and fear. The next day, I found a folder buried in the system, hidden under several layers of admin protocols. It was called Archive Remnant. Inside were hundreds of logs labeled with strange identifiers. Hume X21, Cog T residue, Subject 5R backfeed. Most were corrupted, but one opened. It was a diagram, not of a brain, of skin. Annotated areas showed neurological activity, not in the head, but in epidermal clusters. They were studying how memory could be stored outside the body, how nerve tissue could be cultured, fed, and grown into repositories of memory. They weren't preserving memories from people. They were growing memories as organisms. I started keeping a knife under my desk. I began hearing whispers in my sleep. Not dreams, just static voices under my pillow. Then one night, the power went out. Emergency lights flickered. No internet, no cameras. I heard something move in the ventilation above me. I held the knife tight, and then a voice came from the speaker system. Not an alarm, just 3 words in a child's voice. Remember for me. The door behind me clicked open on its own. A draft blew in, even though the hallway was sealed. I ran, down the corridor, past the tank room. The red lights were off, replaced with a pulsing blue. The creature inside the glass was gone. I made it to the emergency dock and took a skiff out into the fjord. No one followed. The mist swallowed the facility behind me. I paddled until the boat drifted onto a rocky shore where a passing truck driver found me the next morning. After that, I've since been diagnosed with something called residual cognition syndrome. According to the neurologist, my skin registers phantom touches that correspond to places I've never been. I sometimes say words in Norwegian I've never learned, but it's manageable. I don't remember everything, but sometimes I wake up with bleeding fingernails and find typed phrases on my phone I never wrote. Don't let them grow more. Memory isn't a story, it's a virus. The flesh remembers you. I still don't know what was real and what was implanted. All I know is I left something behind in that place. Or maybe something followed me out. If you ever find yourself deep in the fjords of Norway and you hear a voice whispering things you never lived, don't answer. Don't remember it, because the moment you do, it remembers you back. If you made it this far, thanks for listening to another tale from Archive Red. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more stories from every corner of the world. Until next time, sleep with one eye open.
This transmission has ended. Archive read. Redacted. Not erased.